Hey boys, Dingo from the future here. Just want to remind you I stream on Twitch every single day. Here's the link, here's the deck, and without further ado, let's get to the gameplay.
I probably can't keep this. My New Year's resolution, chat, is to get better at mulliganing. I guess I should have put back Thoughtseize and kept the Fatal Push. New Year's resolution, keep less dingo hands. If they're living at, I'm just going to bottom this and Thoughtseize them. And I'll just like jam Dauthi on too. Hope they don't draw another Shardless Agent. Dodge Cascader, 1 turn. Yay, 1 turn, no Cascader. Unfortunately, we don't really get to attack with Dauthi. Even though we have this Not Dead After All. If they go for the Violent Outburst, I cast Not Dead After All. Dauthi comes back, but Living End does not get exiled upon resolution because Dauthi's not on the board when Living End resolves. It's going to be in the graveyard with a Not Dead stack or trigger on the stack. So we don't get to attack here. This does line up poorly against Violent Outburst though. Because if I go end step Violent Outburst and I sack Dauthi, then I can't activate Dauthi until my turn. Okay, well I drew a Lightning Bolt, so now I can attack. Because I can just bolt Dauthi in response to a Cascade spell. What's up, Cody? Merry Christmas. Happy Holidays. Are we Chad casting? Chad cast Elephant. I'm just trying to keep my life total high usually. I know like thinning it can be important, but at the same time, if I just like don't really take any risks with my life total, I can't die to them hard casting anything. But I could probably spare 3 life here. It wouldn't be the end of the world. I'm just not a real big believer in like fetching the thin. So I think oftentimes some of these games can come down to like incremental points of life gain, but there's definitely some matchups where you should fetch to thin. Like the infect matchup. Because you're very rarely gonna die to damage. It might serve me the tea here. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold the tea. Yeah, or like the control matchup. It was probably safe to do it there. I don't think it's a big deal. Either way. Tourach is insane in the matchup. Love me a Tourach. It's not, I guess, amazing. But if you can stick it on 2, it grows pretty large in the matchup. I don't think... Shelly's a little slow. What is your best deck right now? I think I have Yawgmoth as my best deck. It's close. My top 3 is probably still Yawgmoth, Amulet, and then either Rhinos or Living End. Your Cascade flavor of choice. Then maybe Scam's number 4 now. Because Scam has been doing really well in the challenges lately. With Scams. I think Amulet's too, like, swingy not to be insane. Leyline in the Void is, that's tough. Ent Elephant. Hopefully I can discard these to Fable. Hopefully I can cast Fable on curve, more importantly. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to keep the Leyline in my hand because I'm discarding this and this. And then maybe I hard cast the Leyline on 4. Who knows? Yo, Beefit, thank you for the Prime. Welcome back for the 4 months. Not so fast, Yug. If you're hard, then you're hard. Ugh. Oh, you know what? I was supposed to attack. They have a Leyline out. Pitch casting's not the worst. I don't think I need to do it last turn. I think if I was going to do it, I should have pitch cast this turn. But I also should have attacked here. I, like, momentarily blanked about the Leyline. I was like, oh, I gotta sack this Dauthi. Doesn't do anything. Alright, we're gonna pitch cast now. Maybe on the off chance that there's something we want to cast in their hand, we're gonna do before attacks. But I messed up that last turn pretty badly. Should have been the last turn play was pitch this and attack. I think they messed up. Tries anyways. Yeah, well, what can you do? I don't know if they had a real reason to bounce Grief. Look at their deck, but it's fine. Put him back. Thoughtseize, Grief, Bowmaster. I think his hand's a little slow. It's fine though. Hard to mulligan a hand like this. Oh, excuse me. Architect's a Will, Shardless Agent, Subtlety. Take the T. The next turn I'm gonna main phase Bowmaster. If I main phase Bowmaster, then it incentivizes them to cycle main phase, at which point I can grief with better information. Never mind. They main phase cycled anyways. I don't think hard casting Leyline's gonna be relevant here. It might be. I'm just gonna hope I draw a black card. I could, like, pitch Bowmaster and take Shardless Agent, but then I have absolutely no pressure, aside from the 2 griefs that are in my graveyard. I'm not sure if that's where I want to be. What's up, Delta? Merry Christmas. Not dead. Architect's Will, Street Wraith, Chartless Agent. So if I want to cycle the other two, I'm gonna have to take some damage here. I'm also gonna hold the land in case they like grief me, pitching Living End. I think they have incentive to main phase cycle. The Street Wraith anyways. Thought it was such a good draw. Never mind. Something tells me my two griefs aren't going to be able to compete. Hand's good. Scams, it moons. I'm actually playing the Doghouse list from yesterday, which I don't think has a Mount Doom in it. Fulminator, Bowmaster, Wolf. Bowmaster, Fulminator, I guess. Ari and Dom Harvey keep insulting my list with one in it. That card's busted. That card's secret busted. Nobody knows how good it actually is. No, it depends on the matchup, though. Against a matchup like Burn, it comes at a big detriment. But if you're not playing against Burn, it usually has pretty good upside. Whip of Erebos and Scam. Maybe if it were Return to Ravnica standard, then I'd consider it more. I guess we are returning to Return to Ravnica. That was the one thing I wanted them not to have. Return to Ravnica. Preach, VG, preach. Blood Moon. They can't even besiege you unless they rip a forest. They didn't fetch forest here and then they jammed Twilight Mire, so I'm feeling like I'm in a pretty good spot right now. Glimpse of Tomorrow is either the most powerful thing you could be doing or the worst thing, and there's no in between. I kind of want to try the Blood Moons against Yogg. Not because I think they're great, but for science. I mean, Rhino's gonna have some middling draws. Living End, not really. Like, Living End and Glimpse are just either the best or the worst. Like that. Oh yeah, good luck playing Glimpse in paper. It's beyond me. Fulminator, Yawgmoth. Take that Yawgmoth next turn. Actually, I might terminate this. And then take Yawgmoth later. Thankfully, they didn't top deck Soul Cauldron. Could have been really bad for me if they top deck Soul Cauldron. Can't believe these moths are out here jogging again. Banger alert. I kill that wall. Shut off good quarter callings. Chords O calling, if you will. Oh, don't worry, they're there. They get less quiet when there's like 70 of them going off at once. I think I'm gonna kill this halfling. Wrist Y. Wrist is good. Yo, dial, thank you for the 10 months. Happy Twitch partner, Dingo. Happy Twitch partner. Thank you. I have to do the sound effects since the sound effects broke. Yeah, 3,000. 3,200, I think, to be exact. I wonder if they have a Dryad Arbor. I don't count the times 10, typically. Great bannings, Watsy. I thought you said the deck was dead, Steve. Coomer. What happened to it being the old dog? They're definitely gonna minus Grist and get blown up with this Undying effect, I think. I say a great many things. Yeah, that's fair. You do. Undying effect's gotta be such a blowout here. Jogmoth. I guess Yawgmoth is beatable. It just takes my opponent mulliganing to 5. And them to never have a Soul Cauldron. Yeah, Catfish, Merry Christmas. Crack some chests? Can do. No such thing as a comfortable beanbag. Oh, this thing is mad comfortable. Maybe just not as a chair. Maybe if I had more space in this room. Ooh, Rattleclaw Mystic. Lay on it. I don't think I could stream like that. Oh, not on my back. Evidently, it takes like 2 things or 2 days for this thing to inflate fully. So it's not even at its full potential, let's call it. My son has more growing to do. Kind of decks to scales prey on. Kind of interactive decks in a way. I do think you have like really good Murktide matchup and like other fair deck matchups. It kind of gets preyed on by Yawgmoth a little bit, but I think you do pretty okay against like Rhinos. You do okay against Living End too. Hammer's probably pretty good for you. It's got its matchups, but I think overall, just like a solid deck that doesn't really have a ton of weaknesses outside of Yawgmoth. Yawgmoth's tough. Wish you could play Cursed Totem. Alas, it hurts you so much more. It can be bad against Amulet. If you're fast enough, you still have a fine Amulet matchup. But it depends on how fast your draw is compared to how fast their draw is. Sometimes you can just Goldfish and kill them on like 3 or 4. I guess not 3, but like 4. But them having FOV is pretty tough. Like in this prelim, we played against Scam, and then Burn, and then Green-Black. They have 1 card in hand. I'm just going to go for the Bowmasters. They have Counterspell. They have Counterspell. I was going to lead on the Bolt to bait Counterspell, but I don't think they have it. I have Murktide in hand. We'll see. Can only be so many things, right? Eyelet into the face up Bowmasters, that's tough. It's a tough one. Merry Christmas, Naval. Is it Bing Bong Bismuth? You know it is. You can just be like a forehead stream. Peace out, ants. Thanks for hanging. Merry Christmas, Magic Land. Just old bings and bongs. Yeah, they're probably pretty dead here. I guess they can bounce the token. Indeed, Angry Anzid. Think of what the fuck has this been? I thought, you know, Beanbag, or excuse me, Beanstalk's banned. And now we're gonna have to ban up the Beanbag as well. You know, you should really clean your desk too. It's embarrassing. Somebody that ponders as much as me, I have an immaculately spotless desk. And you have a gamer desk over there. You should just clean it, man. Very unprofessional. Your desk stresses me out. Yeah, same. I wish I had enough room to even have a running start to do that. This beanbag takes up the entire space of the room. Wins the match? Alright. My Murktide opponent was not having it. I don't know if this is keepable. Is it? I guess it's keepable.
Spyro's high risk, high reward, because it's a good in certain matchups, but being scared of Bowmaster is completely understandable. I didn't run Seasoned Pyromancer for the longest time because of that. Or Murktide. Can you redeem multiple bongs at once? Unfortunately, only one at a time. I don't think I mind getting Spell Pierced here. The Scales deck or the Scam deck? I think the Scales is on there already. Yeah, Scales V4 should be accurate. Doghouse Scam. There you go. Scam's up there. Actually, just gonna play Dauthi out. Baited the Stern Scolding. Nah, I have no interest in playing Legacy. If Legacy were one of the, like, RCQ or RC trifecta of, like, Pioneer Modern Standard, I would consider it. It's not, so I don't have a ton of interest in Legacy. I don't understand how Moto foils can look like this when Pokemon TCG foils look insane. Pokemon TCG online foils. I wish I had like a video. I guess I could just open up my client, but like the difference is night and day. Did not break the record yesterday. Only 3,200 yesterday. Is Pokemon TCG actually competitive? Surprisingly, yeah. They're still holding regionals for Pokemon TCG. The record's 7,300. I feel like I'm dead. I guess I should have played the Takenuma multiplayer on Spell Pierce. It's fine. I'm dead. Yo, Icy, thank you for the Prime. Welcome back for the 10 months. Ding bong. This Murktide player has more fight in them than the last one. The last one was kind of off it pretty quickly. I guess I don't want the extra Molten Collapse. Molten Collapse is weird in the matchup. It's good, but it's sorcery. Christmas bread. Amulet and Yawgmoth are kind of tough. If you can manage to dodge Amulet and Yawgmoth, Scales is unbelievably powerful. Yog's a tough one. You can beat Yogg, but sheesh. I feel like I'm slowly shrinking Jet. I'm getting lower and lower to the floor. I guess today I'm gonna like remodel my entire room to get this beanbag to fit in here. Yogg is really, really good right now. Like, really powerful. But Yogg always has that one problem where it just like loses to itself. And I feel like it happens quite often. Slowly sinking into a chair while playing. At least now you can see the Bing Bong sign in all of its glory. Even though I forgot to shut my window so it's not as vibrant as it normally is. Built Yogg and Hammer and Paper. The skill gap in those two decks is massive. Yogg is so much harder. They're... Hammer can be tough. Hammer can absolutely be tough. Knowing, like, how to mulligan with Hammer is kind of an art. I don't think it's tougher than Yogg, but I don't think it's, like, super easy either. Counterspell. I think my vote for the most difficult deck in Modern is still Murktide? Yeah, Murktide. Said Merfolk. Definitely not Merfolk. Murktide is tough, though. Like, actually. I think it's the most punishing deck in Modern. You make a mistake with Murktide, GG. There's no coming back. But it's like a different skill set, because I feel like Yogg, once you learn the interactions, it doesn't become super difficult. But even if you know all the interactions with Murktide, you still have to make like some very tough decisions. What's up, May? Hey, you like my giant beanbag? This is draw cards. Only if I cast something with 5 CMC. No, it doesn't. Stop slandering the beans, Dingo. You know, we already agreed. You can't talk about those anymore. It's my territory. Step off, kid. Okay. Alright, my bad, Anzid. Is that the blue-white Pioneer copy pasta, but from Murktide? Hilarious. I am playing this over the Sheoldred. I don't want to get heated. Yeah, Yogg the Cauldron Yogg is kind of a different animal as well. I think I'm bidding this not dead, even though I could like save it for Sheoldred. That's because they made Arena Vintage. And it's somehow more expensive than Vintage. No, it's not true. It's up there, though. I gotta show you Pokemon TCG foils. Because it's not necessarily the same. Yeah, I mean, it is kind of the same, but it looks so much better. Because they only foil, like, parts of the card. Yeah, we're finally playing Scam. We got a little bit of time after this game. We'll open up the Pokemon TCG client so I can complain. Yeah, the texture foils are so sweet, too. How long until I become a Pokemon streamer? Any day now, really. I just want to show chat the disparity between Pokemon online foils and Magic online foils. Like, this is not the same level of foiledness. This looks so much better. It's unreal. All of them. Every single foiling texture looks so much better than Magic Online. Take notes! Take notes. We look at it like a different one, and it's like, it's beautiful. This client was designed like, I don't know, this client was redone a couple times, I think. It's beautiful compared to Moto. Hey, what's up, Stealthy? Merry Christmas. Stealthy, did you get Grand Blue? Waiting on a sale. Come on, Stealthy, I gotta loop you. Send Daybreak a strongly worded letter about it. They're trying their best. Oops, I meant to undying that. Oh well. We'll save the undying for the Shelly. And pretend like that's better. Maybe I can catch them tapping out. Shelly. I think they're probably holding on to a counter spell. They have to be, right? Counter spell. Unholy Heat. Nothing. Dice to Shelly. What a bop. Yeah, they're holding on to Izzet Charm. Something tells me they would have looted in response. Now, if they had Celestia Charm could kill Shelly, I think. Was it 3 power or was it 5 power or 5 toughness? We gotta reread Celestia Charm. Actually, I think this is my last match of the day. Just gonna do a little short stream. A little short Bing Bong Bismuth. Got a lot of stuff to do. Got family to hang out with, so not a too terribly long stream today. So get your Bing Bongs in while you can. Give us the current Bing Bong count. Let me see. All right. 7,172. I think we're about 200 off from breaking the record. Really, they don't have Violent Outburst, right? Feels clueless, man. Make it a Rhinos, huh? I guess I should have shocked so I could bolt plus bow one of them. That was a mistake on my part. Or I should just play Bloodstained Mire. Oh no, I'm shrieking again, chat. Nah, this is actually on me. I should have, like, had one less Rhino out here. Oof. Jelly, save me. Actually, I guess I could grief them and then Shelly. Make sure they don't Leyline Binding as their last card. Force a negation. What's up, Ginger? Merry Christmas. Now they're already closed out. Unfortunately. Oh, we're dead. Nah, no refund today's. Bitch. I don't have that much Christmas cheer in me. Hmm. I guess I actually do want the Blood Moons because they're 4-color, 5-color Rhinos. Yeah, not Bowmastering plus bolting that one Rhino cost me that game. Maybe I do want Ragavan. Less Fables. Less Bowmasters. Yeah, that cost me the game. I messed up. Messed up. That's like my last match for the day. No night stream tonight. Gonna hang out with the family. I was looking for hand disruption here. So if there's no hand disruption, we're gonna run out the Chalice and pass. Maybe I could have waited one more turn. But rather than spend their, like, Boseiju or whatever on Chalice and not Blood Moon, I guess they don't have to decide until the end step. me sit up for this last match. It's hard to sit up now. It's kind of sink into this beanbag. May I look? May I take a peep? Redeeming them on the phone's easier. I feel like redeeming them on PC is pretty fast too, no? You can do it kind of speedily. Flame. Finding the Chalice. Take Lorien. Take, I guess, Shardless Agent. Doesn't really matter. I think they're just going to lose this Blood Moon. I guess they have 2 Rhinos coming off as a spend that I have to deal with. Basic Plains. Kinda happy with my hand. Push a Rhino. Spyro. See if we can hit another removal spell. Finding the Blood Moon. So they hit Basic Plains Binding, huh? That's tough. And it's quite the board state. At least they can't attack me. If they attack me, they die. Because it's the second Bing Bong Bismuth. Then I'm spending with chat. It just did anyways. Not gonna show him the EE. Even though they can safely assume that EE's in my deck. Tap my already tapped Blackcleave Cliffs. Alrighty, game 3. Alright, believers. This sneep is for you. Hopefully it gets us where we need to go. I think I'm gonna wait until next turn to Thoughtseize them. They could have Fire Ice. If they have Fire Ice, for shame. Reason? Merry Christmas, Rin. Nothing? Guild Fetch Shock, do nothing. Do have a Fire Ice. Gonna take Shardless Agent Pass. Very surprised they didn't fire off the Fire Ice. They drew this for turn since they had Flooded Strand in hand. Just gonna Blood Moon pass here. So I can set up for, well, maybe this was a mistake. I thought this was coming off next turn, not in 2 turns. I guess this is fine, right? I take 1 hit from the Rhinos. Yeah, this is fine. I'll take 1 hit from the Rhinos, then this comes off a suspend. I can pop the EE during their turn. I'm still carrying Scam. Scam's doing pretty well. Doesn't need me to carry it. Fire. Because I have EE, and EE doesn't pop the Shardless Agent. And I wanted to connect with the Ragavan again. I think I care significantly less about them having, like, just 2 Rhinos instead of 2 Rhinos and a 2/2. So Ragavan's my main source of pressure. Yo, Koji, thank you for the tier 1 of the 16 months. I appreciate it. Happy Twitch partner, Dingo. Happy Twitch partner. If I get Tushana, I get Tushana, whatever. I should do an upkeep, though. True. Upkeep would be better. Violent Outburst? Please? Violent Outburst. Oh, Dismember? Subtlety, Lorien revealed. Guess I'll take Subtlety. They're never going to be out. Excuse me, never going to be able to cast Lorien revealed. So it's like not that big of a deal. They can't cycle for another basic island, I don't think. Pretty sure they only run 1. So I don't have to worry about Murktide. But I have the answer to Murktide rolled up. Just scared of Violent Outburst. Yep, that's the card I'm scared of. It's time for me to Cascade at instant speed. Thoughtseize? Sure. I guess I'll Thoughtseize them. Guess I could lose to, like, Fire here. By Thoughtseizing them. I died of 1 Rhino now, too. Alright, chat, get your last bing bongs in. This match is coming to a conclusion. One way or another. Yeah. I didn't fail my believers twice in one day. Congrats, believers. GG's, GG's. Yeah,
Have you peaked? Bing bong, bing bong. Have you peaked?
You're a third-rate duelist.
I can't take it anymore.